We've seen grinding events, freebies, and some interesting challenges. In this video, I will be giving my opinion on which 3 games are the best and worst, as well as the very best and worst ones. Starting out with the top 3. Our first game is Goblin Island. This game is made by Franklin Day. You might know him as he was the person who made the realistic face and all of those UGC items. This game has good aesthetics, and it seems like an adventure game such as Super Mario 3D World. However, the event part has an odd perspective, which made it kind of tricky to make the jumps. Otherwise, the event was quite self-explanatory and it wasn't that hard as well. Next up, we have Mega Noob Simulator. This event had a really funny event and cutscene. It was kinda cringy, but I guess I liked it. And the obbies to get to the mini bosses were simple and themed as well. And the boss fights were somewhat challenging, but they were also fun at the same time. I managed to first try them all. Yeah, that's kind of a flex. And yeah. Our last game here is Shark Bite. The game had a unique event that was themed to it. And everyone can get it every round, so there's no competition involved. So it will take less time than other games where there is competition. This also means everyone can get the badge. And it's pretty easy if you know the map and if you have some good navigation skills. So I mean, if you haven't played Shark Bite before, then that's kind of unfortunate. But for me, it was quite easy once I figured out how to do it. And our winner here is Mega Noob Simulator. The game didn't take awfully long, maybe around 20 minutes, which is slightly above average, but the boss fights made up for it. They were enjoyable and I liked playing it. The event uses the own game features, but it's also slightly changed in order to fit the METAVERSE event theme. I also recognized Thunder1222, who was the developer from Productive Industries, so I wasn't surprised that he made this game. Now we're moving on to the bottom 3 games. Our first game is Free Admin. Yeah, this game, just by its name, it doesn't seem very good. It doesn't seem like the developers put in a lot of effort. And also, a fake username actually encountered an actual exploiter in it. And that just means they don't really care. And getting 25 kills for the event is also a pain. It didn't take me that long because I knew what to do. If you don't know what the most efficient strategy to kill people is, then it's gonna take a lot longer. And the game, of course, it includes a ton of free models, like this treehouse map, I know that's a free model, and of course HD Admin, which is the biggest admin free model thing. Second up, we have Imposter. This game just took awfully long. Doing it in a public server is hard enough, because you need to get 4 maps, and there's a task that is RNG, which means you won't get it every time, and you need to do that task on all 4 maps. So in a public server that would just take forever. Luckily, VIP servers are free, so what I did is that I got 3 accounts. I got Fake, his alt, and me to do this. What we did was we set the task number to 8, so we had a higher chance of getting that task, and we also set the kill cooldown really low so we could cycle really fast if we didn't have the task. Also, this game's kinda sus. Our last and final game is Mech Warzone. This was one of the first games that I completed. It was on the first day. The game itself is fine. It's a pretty good third-person shooter game. I like it if it wasn't for the requirements for the event. You see, the event requires you to reach level 25, and that is kind of hard. It took 2 hours for me, and you only get around maybe 2 to 4 levels each round if you play at the level that I do. Plus, of course, the levels get harder to get, so I started getting 4 levels at the start, and then near the end I got 1 or 2 levels. The rounds can last somewhere between 5 to 10 minutes depending on the game mode that you're playing. It seems like the developers just want people to play their game for a long time instead of the actual advertising. And finally, our winner for the worst game of week 2 is Mech Warzone. This game just took awfully long. I raged so much playing it because the menus were just kind of annoying. Plus, they didn't tell you how much damage each gun does. You have to actually use them. And the gun that I used was Viper. It did like 50 damage or so. A fake username uses Saber, which is also a pretty good gun. But still, this game will be extremely challenging if you don't play first-person shooter or third-person shooter games. And the rounds, like I said, they're kind of slow-paced as well. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you enjoyed, be sure to like and subscribe as well as turn on notifications so you get notified whenever I upload another video like this. And also comment down below what you think about these.